absolutely. And before I start, make sure, can you please, I'm going to play director for a minute. Can you please keep us all three on the screen together? I don't want the one block. I need us all three together because I need to talk about Stephen A. and Mac's body language. I've been watching the show over the last hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes, and both of these old souls look bothered. And rightfully so, they should be bothered because they can't stomach the fact that they witnessed greatness last night. And two of these guys that I'm on the show with right now, both of them said the word never. LeBron James would never pass Michael Jordan. Don't never say never because like I told you, he's sitting at the dinner table. And right now, he's on this entree with Michael Jordan. But past all that, if one want to call Michael Jordan the GOAT, Michael Jordan the GOAT, I'm okay with that. But guess what? LeBron James is my GOAT, and I have my reasons to back it. We could talk about all the stats. We could throw out everything that's out there, and we could go back and forth for hours. But I'm going to tell you one thing. One thing about Michael Jordan is that we all have said that they had a few guys that mimic Michael Jordan. Occasionally, Stephen A. Smith said that Kawhi Leonard game mimics Michael Jordan. A lot of people said that Kobe Bryant games mimic Michael Jordan. We would never see another LeBron James. We would never see another player that mimics LeBron James. With that being said, he's one of one. He's the ultimate generational talent, and the case is closed. 3 teams, 3 finals MVPs, something that has never been done. And Stephen A., you could smack your lips, you could shake your head, it look like you're bothered, look like you haven't slept all night, and I'm pretty sure you didn't. You too, Max, probably was up pacing, hitting the pillows, drinking coffee, smoking those cheap cigars, and it's okay, I get it. But right now, we're going to enjoy this moment. And we're going to enjoy LeBron James and enjoy his greatness and not take him for granted. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Max. Go ahead, Max.
Well, a couple things. First of all, yes, LeBron is vying with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for GOAT career, right, in the NBA. Absolutely, in terms of career value. Michael Jordan had 6 legitimate chances to make the finals. He won MVP of the finals all 6 of those years, and his team went 6-0 each time in under 7 games. Like the finals that LeBron just had, the playoffs that he just had, that was like par for the course for MJ. That's number one. Number two, Kobe Bryant, in his day, people forget this already. There were as many people in basketball saying Kobe's better than MJ than there are now saying LeBron's better than MJ, but that's died down a bit because it's a direct comparison. Kobe is so close to MJ in terms of style, accomplishment, everything. You can compare them directly, and ultimately, MJ's a little better. LeBron has this asymmetry thing going for him. Because he's different than MJ, people like Kendrick Perkins could say he's even better. The record shows he wasn't. MJ was a more efficient scorer, but also more efficient offensive player overall. You can check the stats. MJ was a better defender and more consistent. MJ played more games every year. MJ was more dominant in the playoffs and finals than LeBron James. It's not a knock against LeBron James, and I get why people watching Kobe and people watching LeBron say what they do, because when your eyes were on Kobe, when your eyes are on LeBron, you can't imagine there was ever anything better than that. I get that, but my eyes were also on MJ. I lived through all 3 eras, and I can tell you there was something even a little better than this, and his name is Michael Jordan, for his peak. Now, for his career, LeBron already left that alone because he's played so many years, 17th season. LeBron is vying with Kareem for greatest overall NBA career. But as far as who is the best at their best, it's still MJ. I hate to inform you.
Well, I'm not going to get into the MJ point. We know my position on MJ, and Kendrick Perkins has a very good memory, and he remembers what I have to say. I don't have to beat him over the head with that yet again like I did last week. We understand the 10 scoring titles, the 6 championships, the fact that he's undefeated, the fact that he was a 9-time All-NBA defensive team player, whereas LeBron was 5 times, a 10-time scoring champ. We get all of that. But this is the thing about it. I would appreciate it if you stopped lying to the public. And I appreciate it, more importantly, Kendrick Perkins, if you define what hating is. I have LeBron James as number 2 all time in the history of basketball. I mean, stop the presses, Kendrick Perkins. What an insult. How dare I sit and insult and hate LeBron James. Basketball started in 1946. The NBA got its name in 1950. It is now 2020. God knows how many players have come through the NBA. And I have said that LeBron James is on the Mount Rushmore of basketball, number 2 all time in the history of basketball. And Kendrick Perkins says, that's hating. That's hating. If that, let me ask you this question, Kendrick Perkins. If that's hating, what the hell is love? What is true love, Kendrick Perkins? Do you know what it is? Because last time I checked, I'm like, my God, the guy is number 2 all time. And that's with 6 NBA Finals losses on his resume.
No.
And I still have him number 2 in the history of basketball, and people like you got folks trolling and running around in the streets saying, oh my God, why y'all hating on LeBron James? How is that hate?
Because hating came when you mentioned and you shout out the word never. You said he would never be able to pass Michael Jordan in your
because
eyes.
He has 6 finals losses.
That's hating. Because he's still playing, and you still have the audacity to say you don't even know what the future is going to hold, but you're so stuck in your ways, and you're sitting back in that seat back in L.A. because you got your little peach fuzz showing today because you got your shirt open. You sitting back there, and you said the word never. That's what I'm addressing.
Well,
you
let me use the word never, Perk.
And we don't even. And we
I'll
don't
use
even
the word
know,
never.
LeBron James just said he had 4 or 5 good years. So if he wins 2 or 3 more titles,
it took him a lot longer to get him, Perk.
Past Michael Jordan?
It took him a lot. For his career, he already passed them.
Max,
at his best, it took him a lot longer to get him. Why is that?
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.